59 degrees. Welcome into First News on 570. Glad to have you along for the ride this morning. I'm Mark Starling, and this is the lovely and talented Rowena Patton from the All-Star Powerhouse team. Good morning, Rowena. How are you, my dear?
Well, thank you so much. I'm honored to be here today, Mark. That was a good way to start a Friday morning.
I'm telling you, all we need is mimosas and we're off and running, you know?
Isn't that the truth? Yeah, absolutely. Maybe some Bloody Marys.
There you go. I'm on board for all of it. So listen, the real estate market in Western North Carolina, it's already tight, or it was already tight before COVID-19 and the shutdown and all this nonsense. What are folks looking at from a buyer's and seller's standpoint right now as far as the real estate market is concerned?
Well, that's a really great question. And I'm guessing you're talking to the fact that people are getting a little nervous out there, quite rightly. And two things there. One, if you're nervous about COVID, I totally get it. We keep you protected. Real estate has been deemed essential. That means we're all out there helping you buy a house and helping you sell your house. I want to ring the alarm bell on these figures. This is not just a few less homes for sale. This is major figures. So new listings are down almost 40%, 39.5%. That is a massive drop on the homes available out there. My gosh. And hear this one. The median sales price has gone up. How crazy is that? The median has gone up 9.5%. The average has gone up 9.7%. So about 9.5% across both those figures. Your prices have actually gone up. Mm-hmm. Your days on market, that's how long your home sits on the market until it's sold, has gone down by 16.4%. So it sells faster. Months, I'm hitting you with a lot of figures here, I know. Month supply of inventory, 3.2. Let me tell you what the heck that means. 6 months is a balanced market. Everybody's kind of happy. It's not a buyer's market, not a seller's market. So as a seller, we don't know how long this window is going to last, right? There's unemployment. We had JP Morgan saying that you needed a credit score. That's the biggest bank by assets, 720% down. We think other banks may follow. It's definitely getting tighter. So get your home on the market and get it sold right now. If you're a buyer, here's what I want you to think about. A lot of people are going, well, I'm just going to stay renting for a while. Right. If you're waiting it out for 2 or 3 years and you're paying $1,000 a month, that's $36,000 that you're going to send out to a landlord instead of putting that into your house. And you've got that coverage. Your house would go down $36,000 and you would still be okay and own a house and be paying down some of the principal and locking in these crazy 2% something interest rates that you're getting right now.
You know, what I think what's so amazing, and I've got a friend who's been house hunting, and he said, you know, as soon as a house comes onto the market, I go to put an offer on it, and he's like, it's basically sold, an offer has been accepted. He said, it's just the inventory moves so quick right now. There's like zero turnover time.
So get your pre-approval in place. Do all that yucky work. None of us like pulling all those documents. Right. Get it in place and get it really strong and get a really strong agent negotiating for you. There's different ways to win those homes.
I have a funny feeling I know where they might be able to find a strong agent to do this for them. I'm just going out on a limb here. I just a sneaking suspicion that the All-Star Powerhouse team might be the folks that they should call.
Well, I hope so. All-Star Powerhouse, 828-333-4483. Thank you for that. And if you've got an agent you love, stay with the agent you love. But my gosh, get your house on the market now. We have so many buyers we cannot find homes for. It's crazy.
There you go. And Rowena, you'll be on the air tomorrow morning, right? 10 o'clock? Is that right? 10?
Yes, I will. Absolutely. It's episode 497 of the Real Estate News Radio Show, 10 a.m.
All right, there you go. Rowena, thank you so much for your time and your expertise. We always appreciate it. And you'll be back here real soon, right?
Absolutely. Thank you, Mark.
You got to take care, sweetie.
Hey, it's Rowena Patton on the Real Estate News Radio Show. Welcome to episode 497. It's aired on WNC 570 AM locally as well as internationally on the #1 podcast platform, which is the iHeart app, as well as across over 50 Facebook pages, as we're now doing video as well as the broadcast. Today, you'll hear figures here and now, and some of them will shock you. Oh my gosh, including prices have gone up. How did this happen? Oh my gosh. and interviews with 2 local businesses, checking in with them, seeing how they're doing with the large number of employees that they have, how they're keeping you safe and working out there in the local area, as well as talking about trades, why a trade's important to our business. And oh my gosh, real estate being essential in most parts, the trades being essential as well, the amount of jobs that that's providing right now, and keeping us all occupied and keeping what we need done actually happening. First, I want to talk about something that seems to be on all of our minds as we are ensconced in our homes. How do we pay for a remodel? And is it the right time to do a remodel right now? And if you've already got a home that's in need of some renovations, or if you're thinking about purchasing a fixer-upper, this is the segment for you. So, of course, one way to do that is through cash, nice and straightforward, and credit cards, maybe if it's for a smaller project. And then you've got a second mortgage, sometimes known as a HELOC, a home equity line of credit. That's called a revolving loan, and it's something you dip into as you need it. Another thing that some people are looking at right now is actually cash out refinancing their home. So going ahead and refinancing, especially with these incredible interest rates that were in the 2s the last time we looked. Now, of course, that's with a great credit score. However, they're still super low wherever you're at, as long as you've got a credit score that qualifies. With cash out refinancing, you are refinancing your current mortgage and you're pulling some cash out. Be careful with that because of PMI, that's private mortgage insurance, where you will be paying a little bit more for that insurance on behalf of the lender if you go over that 20%. That's when you don't have at least 20% equity in your home. If you've had it for a while, you may have that at this point. And then as well, there are renovation loans. There are specialist loans that you can get that are built especially for fixer-uppers when you're actually purchasing a home. And we have a way on mountainhomehunt.com, mountainhomehunt.com, to set you up with a search so that you can find those fixer-uppers, which is pretty cool. It allows you to borrow a little bit more than the home is worth so that you can actually fix it up. One caveat here I want to mention: if you're thinking of selling your home, give me a call, 828-333-4483. Let me take a look at it first if you're thinking of selling it, because we are in extremely tight inventory times here right now. We're down to about 3.1 months. 6 months is balanced. We'll go into that in a bit more detail in the segment with Mark from the Morning News, who interviews me on that coming up. But think very carefully if you're thinking of selling right now. There are lots of things that you should probably not think about doing, and I'll go into that with you in detail. You could save that energy, save that time. Some things are worthwhile, and we can go into that in more detail one-on-one when I actually get to see your home. If you're thinking of selling in 3 or 4 years when we're more likely to be at the bottom of the market, I want to talk to you about that as well. Like, make sure that it's things that you're going to enjoy, that are really going to enhance your home for you and your family if you're going to put your time and effort into those. Let's have a look at a few of the things that cheatsheet.com and many other sites say are worth doing and what the average costs are and the resale value on it. I'm not sure about the order on here because many lists have similar things. And of course, you never know what your cost is going to be. And always remember, it depends on whether you are the lowest price in the neighborhood or the highest price in the neighborhood, and whether some of these things are already there, such as number 1, believe it or not, comes in at garage door installation. Now, in the mountains, many homes don't even have a garage. So that's a whole other discussion right there. And That's something where we can do a comparable market analysis on your home and look at whether it's really worthwhile you doing something like adding a garage to your home. This is a project I'm personally looking at right now, so I'm very much interested in this. Garage door installation, or changing your garage doors, has, according to cheatsheet.com, an average job cost of $3,470. The resale value is about the same. So a good pair of garage doors, you're going to get your money back, according to Cheat Sheet. Now, again, when you look at any of these lists, and there are many of them on the internet, just remember it depends on your house, your location, and whether you're going to add value or not. I just think it's interesting to go through a list, and most of these lists have common things on them. Number 2 on their list is kind of interesting: manufactured stone veneer. So adding some stone to the front. So that's one of them, and you certainly see a lot of that in the mountains, and it is cited that you'll get almost the money back that you put into it. And of course, again, it depends on whether you're going to live in your house for a while. If you're going to sell it right now, I wouldn't advise any of these. Number 3 comes in at entry door replacement. Now, that could be sprucing up your front door as well. We all know about curb appeal and how important that is. Number 4 comes in as a wood deck addition. Of course, there are all kinds of other materials for decks now. A lot of people want to spend their outdoor time outdoors. Surprise there, right? They want to get outdoors and enjoy the beautiful weather that we have in the mountains. So that's another one that recoups really high, according to many of these sites. Number 5 is a minor kitchen remodel. This is a great one if you can just change out the cabinet doors or paint the cabinet doors, or what we're doing on a listing that we just put on, which is changing the cabinet hardware. I call it jewelry in a kitchen. That's when you change out the hardware. We changed out the hardware on a large kitchen for about $80 and put nice modern hardware on there instead of the brass knobs that it had before. It can be really easy way of sprucing up your kitchen, or maybe doing a backsplash in there. Siding replacement, that's another one where you recoup a lot of your money, and if it really needs doing, and you've got blown siding or siding off in places, or siding that's 30 years old and crumbling away, obviously that's one worth looking at. And according to cheatsheet.com, you get a lot of your money back on there. It's another one that's on many of the lists. Window replacement, whether it's vinyl window replacement, or in the mountains, we have a lot of wooden windows. That's another one where you can recoup your cost. Again, make sure we do a comparable market analysis, or you can go to our website and click on the little button that says sell. You can do that by going to our website at mountainhomehunt.com. Click on this little button, sell your home, in the middle. Put your address in here. You'll see they all pop up as you start typing. Let your address go, and then click on this button right here, get property report. If you're listening on the radio, it's mountainhomehunt.com. There's a button, buy a home or sell your home, right in the middle. Click on sell your home, enter the address, and get your property report. Another interesting one is a universal design bathroom, or updating your bathroom. Universal design is where we look at where people age, them needing bathroom fixtures, and of course other features around the house, such as wheelchair accessibility, widening the hallways or making sure there's nothing there, and key elements that will allow them to spend more time in their home in safety and comfort. Again, that depends on the type of house that you have and the type of neighborhood you're in. Bathroom remodel, that one kind of goes without saying. People look at the bathrooms and the kitchens first. Number 10 comes in at a replacement roof. If your roof is 20 years old and you've got some signs of aging on there, I'll almost guarantee it will come up in the inspection when you go to sell it. And if you're not thinking of selling it now and you've got some issues with your roof, go ahead and look at that and time it so that you've got a 1, 2, 3-year-old roof when you go to sell it, and you get the enjoyment now, of course. create a grand entrance that kind of goes with changing the front door. There are things you can do for that fairly inexpensively, like putting 2 pots on the outside, like cleaning up your front entrance, like getting a new doormat, maybe changing out your door hardware, maybe giving it a fresh coat of paint. I will say right now that the inventory is so low that don't hold up listing your house. We're already having a short season and a crazy low amount of the homes on the market. So make sure you get it on. Don't hold it up for any of this. This is really for if you're looking to remodel and stay for a while. A bathroom addition is an interesting one. Again, this is not for the faint of heart, and definitely not if you're about to sell your home. Although if you've got plans on how to do it, they can be interesting. Number 13 comes in as a major kitchen remodel. This is where you can be spending $40,000, $50,000, $60,000, and you look to recoup about half of that. Again, if you're staying, it's worthwhile. You don't necessarily want to spend $50,000 on a $200,000 house. That wouldn't make any sense unless it's going to be your lifetime home. Make sure you get those values first. A master suite addition. So a lot of our older homes do not have a master suite. That's where you've got the bathroom with the bedroom. Everything is together. It's what you find in the vast majority of modern houses, and many of them need to be on the main level as well. What we've seen a lot of people do here is take a 3-bedroom house, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and make it into a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and use the extra bedroom as the bathroom and perhaps some additional closet space. Many of our older homes have a small closet in them, as we know. Again, that's about values. I know I keep saying this. mountainhomehunt.com, click on the button, sell my home, put your address in. It will send you a property report in seconds. Have us look at your home. There's no obligation, even if you don't want to sell it right now. We will do a comparable market analysis for you so you can see whether these remodels are worthwhile. We do these all the time. Don't worry, you're not wasting our time. Number 15, a backyard patio, kind of like the deck. This is going to cost a little bit more money. People do love to be outside in the mountains. You can do them inexpensively when you get creative. Maybe carving out a space on your lawn and putting a few modern pavers down. Maybe you add a fire pit in there, maybe an outdoor kitchen. You can buy many of these pre-made now from the big box stores. Worth looking at those. Again, it depends on the size of your yard, the price of your home, and whether it's something you're really going to get enjoyment out of. So while we're looking at all of these, get your home's value, mountainhomehunt.com, and take a listen to the interview with Mark Starling on the morning news with all of these fascinating facts and figures. I think a few might surprise you. Good morning, Chris Wilson. How are you doing from American Electric?
Doing great. It's good to see you, Rowena.
And this is another family business. I love this. So you've been in business since 1981. And tell me about your help team. I want to hear all about your help team that you've been hiding from us.
Yeah. So we have a help team, and it's basically a group of volunteers within our business. We've set aside some funds that they have complete control over. And they meet each month and they discuss needs within our business. And if they fill those needs, they look at outside of our business. They look at community needs, and they look at even our vendors to our customers. And they're in charge of these funds and helping whoever they can help. And we've had a great buy-in from this group. And we rotate them in and out and get volunteers that they have a heart for this involved, and they do a great job.
What local small business does this, especially an electrical company? That's amazing. You've got 90 people, no major layoffs or anything through all of the craziness that we're going through right now. Your business is rocking and rolling, albeit a little bit slower. We know that you're deemed essential, like us as real estate agents are deemed essential as well. So what on earth had you developing this help team? How long have you been running that?
Yeah, we've probably had it in place about 2 years. It's been one of those things that, being a family business, we've always tried to take care of our employees. And a few years ago, we just decided to get more strategic with it. As our business grew and we had more resources, we just kind of sat down and thought about, well, how do we get good at helping people? And so, we've developed a set of charities that we try to help, and we developed this fund, and we just wanted to put the employees in charge of it. And so they meet and they just kind of, they keep their ears to the ground and they listen for needs. And sometimes other employees will bring issues to us that we're able to help with. And we've got an in-house chaplain that we have also, and he helps with this and kind of keeps his ear to the ground for needs. It's been great.
I love this. I think we're going to see Chris Wilson of A American Electric on the national stage talking about how a small business can do this. These are the kind of programs that really make a difference, especially in small businesses right now. And you guys just thought, oh, I guess we'll start a program to help people. That's flipping awesome. Thank you. And you do residential, commercial, and industrial, as well as having a service team. So Chris was telling me that you guys will go out and you'll change an outlet or fix an outlet, and you'll do major industrial and commercial work as well. I guess you have to with 90 employees, right? No wonder you've grown so large.
Yeah. That's something that's fairly unique about our business. A lot of electrical contractors specialize in a certain area or another. We kind of handle the whole spectrum. We may have guys going out that run 10 service calls in a day, just fixing small items. And then we've also got multi-million-dollar electrical projects going on at the same time. And it's a challenge. We're proud that we're able to do that. And it helps us diversify. When one area of the business slows down, it doesn't mean the others are slowing down. And we think that's part of our strength, to be honest with you.
You've got somebody very strategic in the family that's really looking at this. Small business is a major business, and 90 people isn't so small. And, my gosh, I've been going since 1981. That's a long time. Don't you have some kind of anniversary coming up? I just realized that in a year. So a 40-year anniversary, that's quite something. And I love how you keep marching through this, and you're obviously business-minded, setting up with all kinds of strategies of different divisions and your help team, which is what small business thinks of that. That's really amazing. Thank you. Anything you'd like to say to people out there right now? Got any stories for us of things that have been going on in the electrical world recently?
I'll just say this, that you said it a minute ago, we've been deemed essential. And we just feel really fortunate that we've been able to keep our employees working, not having layoffs. We've had to make some changes. We've locked our shop down. Our shop is kind of the hub. So we do payroll, we pay taxes, and we do all those things. So it takes more coordination. We're having to set materials outside, have the guys come up, and we have this stage where used to they'd come in the shop and we'd socialize and mingle around as they load up. So it's been a change. We just overall just feel really fortunate that we're getting through this and keeping paychecks going, because I know there's a lot of people out there hurting, both physically and mentally, and our heart goes out to them. We're just trying to hold our group together as best we can and support them, and hopefully get on the other side of this COVID mess.
Yeah, really. And how do people get hold of you, Chris?
Yeah, so we've got our website, which is just the name of our company, at aamericanelectric.com. My email and all of our division head emails are on there for people that are looking for a job. We're still hiring. If there's somebody out there looking to get into a trade, I'll say this about the trades: they're getting better and better. There's been a national shortage in tradesmen, so pay is going up. Most of the time that your tuition is paid for. We have an in-house apprenticeship program, so we pay for that. We put you through the program. And in 2 to 4 years, you can really do well. So that's all on our website.
I'm interested in your thoughts on this. I believe that we don't spend enough time training people in the trades. And not only that, we have this stigma attached that somehow if you're a tradesperson, that's not like business. Let me ask you, Chris, do you have a career path in your business? How would you feel about an electrician that came to you, or somebody in the electrical field or admin field came to you and said, Chris, I want to be the best X out there and I want your job? How would you feel about that?
Well, it's funny you say that, because we met last fall and we made plans for 2020. And our number one plan was to create a career path. So what we've done is I'm looking at it on our wall right now. We've created 6 levels, and we've created what the competencies are and what what tools you need and exactly what you need to get to each level. And we've taken all of our employees, we've assigned them we've laid them out on the wall of what level they're at. So for
Whoa.
coming in, they can just follow the path up these 6 levels. They know where they're at. They know what it takes to get to the next level, and they also know what it takes to get to the top level. And for guys that are at the top level of this trade, you really do well. So it's we've tried to make it clearer for somebody, say a young person even coming out of high school or out of college, and they don't really know much about the trades. We've tried to make this path clear, so to get them to the top as fast as they're capable or as fast as they want to. So.
I love, love, love this. So as a tradesperson, that trade will never go away. One of my first boyfriends when I was a kid, his mom was older and from Ireland. She was lovely. And she would always say to him, you know, he was doing his business degree and getting his career going. She'd always say to him, son, you need a trade, because that never goes away. Wherever you move in life, if you move to a different area, that trade and skill will always stay with you. You can do stuff around your own house. You can do stuff around your family's house, although that may not be so good, I guess. However, that trade will always, always stay with you. So even though I'm not saying don't go into business or, you know, administrating a business or building a business instead of a trade, I'm saying have it as well. And a trade can lead you to a business. And oh my gosh, with Chris, you've got a career path all laid out. We need tradespeople. We need people who can actually do stuff. That would be wonderful. Get out there and do stuff.
Yeah. You know, it's for somebody that likes to be outside or is mechanical minded or likes to work with their hands. It's a great option. You know, back in I guess it was in maybe coming out of the 70s and into the 80s, the schools really started pushing kids toward 4-year degrees. And I have no issue with that at all. If you look nationally right now, a bachelor graduate compared to a 4-year apprentice school graduate, the apprentice school graduate has a higher average starting income. So that tells you something. So, and a lot of younger folks don't realize this. I don't even think a lot of their parents realize it, but it's,
I don't think so either.
There's a great career to be had in the trades. And like you said, so you can start with your hands, and it's kind of what I've done. I started as an electrician, moved to a manager, and now I'm to a leadership position. And this is all through the same way we've got our career path laid out here on the wall. It's open for any person that wants to do it. So.
I love it. You know, that's giving opportunities for all. And also, I can tell by how we're talking this morning that you really care about your people. And I'm guessing that your heart gets full when you see them grow, when you're able to train them to a level.
Absolutely. We've got some guys here that started right out of high school that now are at our top levels, and they're in homes, driving nice cars, and they do great work for us, and they're bought into the company. And that's the payoff at this point. You know, It's a blessing to see these guys flourish here, to see guys that started that maybe didn't even have a career path or didn't know what they wanted to do, and they landed here, and now see them doing well. It's certainly gratification for sure.
I love that. And it sounds like you're breaking that ceiling, because you're saying, hey guys, take my job. Here's the goalposts. Here's the goals that you hit through. And once you do this, that's awesome. And let me ask you, can we have the best woman electrician out there? Have you got any females? Can we hire some girls?
No, yeah, absolutely. So there's not a lot of females in the trades. And I think it's more that stigma. They think it's a man's job, but that's not true. You know, these jobs can be physical, but as time's gone on and technology's caught up, there's a lot of tools and innovation out there that makes this a trade for anybody. No, that's something that's been heavy on our mind. And my Brandon in HR, he's been trying to find some females that may be interested in the trade or that have experience, because we feel like we had a great spot here for a female that wants to be an electrician or maybe even beyond. So.
Whoa. So come on, girls, pick up your toolkit and let's get out there and go and see what it all looks like, because I'm guessing all these guys will probably take care of you, because we don't have one. I mean, imagine being the only girl and all these guys taking care of you and helping you, assisting you through this and training you. That probably wouldn't be a bad role, would be my guess.
80% of the offices that I have in this building were filled from guys that came up through our field.
That's fantastic.
So, you know, so that's kind of what this presents, is that you can go as far as you want to. You can go to a point to where you just want to wear tools, or you can go to a part where you project manage or estimate or move into the office, or to business ownership. I mean, it's the whole path.
So for those of you listening around the country, this is Chris Wilson from A American Electric. And I know that sometimes those of you in Florida and New York and Texas and California and Arizona who are moving here think we're kind of hicky out there in the mountains. This is a guy who's been here his whole life. The company was started in 1981, and you see how business-minded he is and how he's growing this electrical firm with 90 people. That's pretty amazing. We're not just out in the boonies, are we, Chris?
No, not anymore. It's changed a lot. It's a great area to be in for sure.
Right. And we're calling all girls out there. Let's get a gal. And I'm sorry if you don't like being called girl, because I like girl, and you can call me girl for the rest of my life. You can call me girl when I'm 100 years old. It keeps me young. I might not have liked it when I was 20 though, but that's a whole different story. Calling all ladies out there, Chris wants you as an electrician, and I'm guessing you'd get special treatment. Oh, that wasn't very politically correct, was it? But I'm guessing you would, because you'd be the only girl in the whole team. So get out there, ladies, and go get yourself a great job with Chris. Thank you so much, Chris.
Yeah, thank you very much. We appreciate it.
Thanks for leading us all through this. And you know, as well as supporting local businesses, and have an interview coming up with the awesome Billy Britt from Britton Tilson Glass here in Asheville, we also support local heroes. So nurses, teachers, doctors, healthcare professionals, police, firefighters, military, and veterans. We've given back over $750,000 to local heroes. That's me and my small team of 6 people. And we're trying to get to give away $1 million as quickly as possible. And we need your help. How do you do this? Well, if you're in any of those categories, we can sell your home or help you buy any home on the MLS and give you back a rebate of 25% of our commission. That's an average of a $2,500 rebate check. If you're buying and selling at the higher levels, then obviously it is more money at those levels too. We would love to help you. I'd like to get to $1 million given away to the local community servers by December. So anybody you can think of, tell them about mountainhomesforheroes.com. It's run by All Star Powerhouse. I am the Homes for Heroes agent, and I would love to help. It's our little way to give back. And by the way, a heartfelt, massive thank you to all of you out there. Even if you're not in that category, there's so many of you who are keeping us safe right now and keeping our businesses going and being there in the grocery stores for us, delivering our mail, everything else that you're doing. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am honored to be deemed essential. We're still doing real estate. We're getting out there, helping people buy and helping people sell. And I know that so many of you are hurting right now, and I'm so sorry. Always reach out to us, 828-333-4483, if there's anything that we can do to help. If you'd like to be interviewed for any of our business segments, we're here to help support local business, and so that people can hear what's going on in local business in the Western North Carolina region. Give us a call, 828-333-4483, or you can visit our website, mountainhomehunt.com. That's mountainhomehunt.com, and click on contact and let us know that you want to be interviewed for the radio, and maybe you'll be up next. Meanwhile, here's Billy. Billy will be back right after the break with me. This is Rowena Patton on WWNC 570. And if you're on Facebook, keep watching. Welcome back. It is Rowena Patton here on WWNC 570. And I am honored today to have Billy Britt with me here from Britt and Tilson Glass. So from one Britt to another, right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I had to get that one in, didn't I? So tell us a little bit about your company. You're down there on Swananoa River Road, just around the corner from Lowe's. What kind of work do you do, Billy?
So what we like to say, Rena, is that we do everything glass. We cover everything from walk-in picture frames to three-story buildings. So we cover a pretty broad range of the glass construction business.
And your family has been doing this for a really long time. I believe you got an anniversary coming up this year.
We do, we do. We're excited. We're celebrating our 60th anniversary. Pretty proud of that. You know, we consider ourselves kind of a legacy business in the area. It's something being able to say you've been somewhere that long is something we're extremely proud of.
And
My
it seems to
grandfather
be
moved.
pretty rare these days, right?
It does. It does. I mean, there's been tough times, you know, the last, 10, 15 years, and some business weren't able to make it through. And fortunately, very, very fortunately, we were one that were able to stick it through. And, I was right around when I graduated college and was able to, further the family business. So.
It's amazing. Well, I love having you on today. And you are both working in commercial and residential. So you'll do anything glass, basically, right? Give us a few examples of the kind of things that you cover.
Yes, ma'am. We even have a walk-in trade. So we have folks now the last 8 to 9 weeks have been a little different with our flow that comes through our building regularly. But we have people who bring in their picture frames, bring in windows to get fixed. Residentially, we come out and repair windows. We do custom mirror work. We do a ton of custom shower work. Your high-end, frameless, really beautiful showers. We try to get on social media and show those off all the time. But we also do shopping malls and various businesses around town for their commercial entries and windows and all of the above in the commercial realm as well.
Wow. So how has your business been affected by the whole debacle, COVID going on, not quite knowing whether we're in phase 1 or phase 2 and the dates where we're going to open? How's it affected your business, Billy?
Well, like we had talked about before, the first thing I want to say is we are beyond fortunate with where we've been and how, we've been able to stay in business, keep our employees in-house. I want to say that first, before anything else, because I know that other folks in our area are dealing with this in a much more traumatic way than we are.
Yeah.
But it has affected us. I think it's affected everybody. It's affected your home life, your work life, everything. Our showroom has been closed for the first time in 60 years, that I
Wow.
know of. Other than during the flood, back in around 2004. This is the only time that we've had to close when there wasn't a natural disaster.
Wow.
This is definitely a disaster, but not a natural. But so our showroom's been closed for 8 to 9 weeks. Our guys are having to approach on-site work completely different. We have to be very understanding to everybody feels differently about the situation that's going on and is going to react differently. So it's kind of it's a day to day, to be honest, and especially early on, it was a very day to day to know, what's the thing that's going to come out today that we've got to try to address and alter the way we have done work for so long.
Yeah. And you've kept all of your employees, correct?
We have.
That's
We actually
amazing.
have actually brought in a few other, a few extra guys where usually this time of year we're super busy. And we're trying to hire. We've brought a few extra people in, but not as much as normally this time of year. Because it is a little slower. But again, no complaints on my end.
And you'll go out there to keep people safe. And what kind of precautions are you taking when you're going into people's homes and people's businesses?
So we typically try to go, job to job, because to be honest, Rena, it's really person to person. Some folks feel completely different about this situation. So, all of our guys have masks. We do carry gloves, but that's job to job. A lot of hand sanitizer. I'll give a little shout out to the guys at T&K Utilities. They're tied in with the H&H Distillery, so they're giving out the hand sanitizer. They made a transition with their distillery to do the hand sanitizer. So those guys hooked us up with some hand sanitizer when it was extremely difficult to get some.
Does it smell good?
Well, if you like the smell of corn liquor and vodka, then yeah, I guess so. But yeah, so it's a different approach. You know, for the most part, we work in broad spaces anyway. Most of the time, our residential work is a little tighter, but our commercial work is in broad spaces, so we're able to flow pretty regular on that. But it's really just understanding to each homeowner or business owner how they feel about it, giving them the option to delay their work if they want to. We have quite a few shower enclosures that have been pushed back a good bit, and we're understanding to that. It's a very different time for everybody,
Mm-hmm. So this is Billy Britt here from Britt and Tilson Glass. Have any special offers going on right now, or what are you seeing most people purchasing?
We've been trying to, excite everybody about our anniversary. We're really excited about it. Having a third generation business is something that I take a ton of pride in.
Good for you.
So we've been having a monthly deal going on, and we had a, kind of a walk-in deal going on up until, we had to close the showroom. We had a walk-in deal going every month for folks that would come in. They would get, for instance, like 10 or 15% off of mirror cuts. Or we had certain shower enclosures that we had put on special. We have a year-long special going on for a frameless shower deal for our residential customers. So yeah, various things all throughout the summer. We're hoping to do kind of a little cookout or get together in the middle of summer, which is still kind of up in the air right now.
Yeah.
With the current situation, so we'll put that off a little bit until things get back to, semi-normal. So yeah, we've tried to get other folks excited about the fact that we've been around a long time.
Yeah,
we're a part of Asheville.
Yeah, you really are. So you've probably seen a lot of changes in the Asheville area. So you grew up in the Fairview area. For those of you listening around the country, that is about 10, well, depending on where you are in Fairview, it can be about 6 minutes outside downtown or about 30 minutes outside downtown, literally.
Exactly.
So much more of a rural area, and you've really seen Asheville build, haven't you?
I have. And it's something that, as a child, even downtown Asheville was drastically different when I was a child. It seemed like the only time we went downtown when I was growing up was to go to Belshare every summer. Now downtown, I honestly, our motto in our business is if we have anything to do downtown, we need to be down there at 7:30 a.m., especially during the warm months, because it's a hotbed. Everybody's there. It's a destination during the summer for folks. With our breweries and distilleries, it's a massive draw. Whereas when I was a child, it was really just the parkway and the camping and the more rural things that brought people in. Downtown Asheville, the folks that have drawn everybody in have done an amazing job. We were in California a few years ago hearing about Asheville in California. And that's wild to me, because I grew up here when it was Little Asheville, and even out in Fairview, I used to consider where we lived the country.
Yeah.
But now, 15 minutes outside of Asheville, this is where everybody wants to be.
Yes.
So housing communities are going up, which, makes things more busy. There's more traffic, but it also, when you're in business, it drives business, so you have to understand that.
Over 80% of the people that sign up on our website at mountainhomehunt.com are from outside of this area, and they're coming in from, and I'm sure you're familiar with this, from New York, from Texas, from Florida, particularly some Californians as well. A lot of people from Atlanta, and of course, if you were in any of those large cities, and I moved here in the beginning to DC and then LA and then Miami Beach, and then I've been here for 16 years now. We don't know traffic here. It's so funny when we say traffic's getting worse. In Atlanta, you're commuting for an hour and you think it's normal. So yeah, our traffic's not too bad. And we have fabulous roads here. The roads are incredible.
I lived for summer in Virginia Beach, and I don't know if you're familiar with the Newport News and Virginia Beach area, but it's a very Atlanta drive when you're there.
Yes.
And traffic here, compared to from when I was a child, is drastically different. But when compared to those metropolis areas, it's absolutely nothing.
And that's the truth. So those people that worry about traffic here, you'll get stuck in the odd traffic jam, which might take you an extra 5 minutes in your commute. It's really not like big city traffic. And we do have some fairly decent infrastructure, unlike some of the big towns that have grown so fast, that have got the little side roads everywhere that they've tried to widen and they're full of holes. Like, we really do have a pretty decent road system. Well, thank you so much, Billy Britt from Britt and Tilson Glass. Thank you for being on with us today, and congrats on the 60th anniversary. That's wonderful.
I appreciate it, Rowena. I appreciate it very much. Thank you for having me on.
Thank you. Rowena Patton here at All Star Powerhouse. Are you a licensed real estate agent wondering how you're going to make it to the next level? Are you getting lost out there in the sea of agents? Would you enjoy a small team environment where your colleagues support you and administrative managers take care of much of the paperwork involved? How about free weekly coaching from national real estate coaches, helping you manage the buyers and sellers? What about an Earn While You Learn program, learning the programs from our best-selling book on selling homes, and the opportunity to attend our 10-year-long real estate show on WWNC? If this sounds like it might be a fit for you as a licensed agent, go to mountainhomehunt.com. That's mountainhomehunt.com and click on contact. You're a click away from a profitable real estate career. Let's take a look through some of our listings. You can see these at mountainhomehunt.com. Click on search, click on our listings. They will all come up right before your eyes. Of course, we have videos, we have walking tour videos on all of our listings. We've always done that. That's not something we're just doing because of the current pandemic. So we have a lovely one in Hendersonville, 29 acres, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, 243 Cave In Drive. Just type 243 Cave In Drive at mountainhomehunt.com. All of these pictures will pop up for you. Key thing here is 29 acres. It's also offered with 34.7 acres for $518,000. This is such a cool home. It's weeping granite. It has a barn. It has another building that is a garage. Absolutely gorgeous. Just minutes from Lake Lore, about 35 minutes to Asheville, about 25 minutes to Black Mountain. We also have Silvers Welch Road, $208,000 for a 3-bed, 2-bath. If you're interested in that one, go to mountainhomehunt.com, type 2219 Silvers. It will pop right up there for you, and you can see all of the pictures. 625 Southern Pines Place, $320,000, another 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We have a video on all of these for you. This one has views. 625 Southern Pines. Type 625 Southern Pines in mountainhomehunt.com. $399,500. This is 1.25 acres, and it's very flat acres. Fully remodeled, beautiful fireplace. 3218 Country Spring. Go to mountainhomehunt.com and look for Country Spring Drive. You can also see these homes at listingstoryboard.com. That's listingstoryboard.com. That's where you can see the full walking tour videos. There's a search function on here as well. This little magnifying glass right here. You just type the address of the one that you're interested in. And for example, we can take a look at 15 Shady Bluff. And you will see an interview with the seller. This is what we do for you. Even if you're a buyer out of area that's selling a home in New York, for example. We did one of those recently, and one in Florida, to help you get your home sold there and buy with us here. So here you can see this one. We've got big, large pictures of the house, a lot more text, and you'll see both the MLS details and a walking tour video right here that takes you around the home so you can get a better look at it. All the details in one place. You'll also see on many of them an interview with the seller. So we've got lots of these for you to look at that are hyperlinked out to the social media pages. That's how we do our online promotion over there. So take a look at those at listingstoryboard.com. It's one of our 15 programs for sellers, and of course it helps buyers take a real look at the home. Take a look at all our programs for buyers and sellers. I'm sure you know by now we have a best-selling book on selling homes. It went bestseller day 1. On here, you'll see a video with all of the programs in there. All-Star Certified Programs.com. All-Star Certified Programs.com. We have the Love It or Leave It guarantee. That is where we will sell it free for the first 6 months. If you buy a house with us and decide you don't like it, we have the listing storyboard. You can see these at listingstoryboard.com. Listingstoryboard.com. That really brings a listing to life, and our buyers love them. It's an interview with the sellers. You get to talk about why you fell in love with your home, why you love the property, where you eat, all kinds of good things on there. Listingstoryboard.com. We have coming soon. So when we've got time to get the house ready, we've got coming soon on there. Certified pre-owned homes, that's cpoexperts.com. You can take a closer look at that. cpoexperts.com. That's where we do the appraisal and the inspection up front. Everybody goes in eyes wide open. I have a network of agents doing this around the country. cpoexperts.com. We do the walking tour video. We've done this for many years, since 2007, on every single listing we have. Of course, it's free for our clients. The Homes for Heroes program, 25% rebate back to police, fire, healthcare professionals, veterans, and teachers. That's an average of $2,500. We've given back over $750,000 so far. Of course, we have the radio. You know that. You're listening to it right now. We're almost on episode 500. We have the Priority Seller Program, which many of our out-of-area sellers prefer. Makes it much easier for you, as well as the Priority Buyer Program. Of course, if we've got it for sellers, we've got to have it for buyers too. And you can click on Read More at the end of each one of these chapters at allstarcertifiedprograms.com, allstarcertifiedprograms.com. Sell for free, buy new. That's if you're building a new house with a builder in one of our preferred builder programs. And if you're a builder and you want to be in one of our programs, give us a call, 828-333-4483. You'll know about our social media programs. Of course, we're on cross social media with our radio show, as well as broadcasting on the air. Selling land, we have a special land package for you. We have a lease option for sellers and for buyers. If you've got a slightly more difficult home to sell, or you just want to sell it using a lease option too. Or if you're a buyer looking for a lease option, maybe your credit is hurting a little bit right now and you need some time to repair it. However, you've got some money to put down. The memories video. The memories video is we walk around together. You can tell your stories about the memories of your home. You may have had one of your kids got married there or graduated there, or you have special memories in your home. We'll make that free for you. So you can take those memories of your house with you. Of course, you can rent it as well. And we do for sale by owner services. We mention you on the radio once we all open up again. We are so ready for that. Estate planning as well. We're not actually recording in the studio right now. That means, and also we have a retirement communities report as well. So if you want to have a look at these, you can go across to allstarcertifiedprograms.com. If you want to check us out on Facebook, you can see all of our old shows. If you're listening to this on the radio and you want to see the pictures, go to All Star Powerhouse Real Estate on Facebook. All Star Powerhouse Real Estate on Facebook, and you'll see all of the pictures that go along with all of the lovely sounds today. I'm Rowena Patton from Asheville, North Carolina, on the Real Estate News Radio Show on WWNC 570. We'll see you on the radio next week. This is Rowena Patton on Real Estate News Radio. I would love to hear your questions. Give us a call and I'll see you on the radio next week.